Hi guys, I'm Misty. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you have already been on my channel and are subscribed, thank you so much for coming back. I want to talk about minimalism. Now, if you see me looking, it's because I have notes. Now, let me tell you, the word minimalism used to scare the heck out of me. I always thought with minimalism that you had to go and clear everything out of your house, right? So it's like you just extremely just gutted everything out and you have nothing. That gave me a panic attack, right? So what I didn't realize was that's not what it means, guys. Minimalism is nothing to fear. So what happened with me is, let me just say this. I'm an extreme person. I suffer from anxiety, and my house just started caving in on me. And then my house started giving me anxiety and I couldn't breathe. I was like, it was too much clutter. So what I started to do was take boxes. And like my husband, I would just tell him, bring me a box from work. And it could be a small box, a medium box. It didn't matter. I just said, whatever box you can get a hold of, just bring it to me. And I put the box in my living room. Then I just left the box there. Minimalism is not a rush thing. I've learned to take your time with it. And so what I did was I put it in the living room and I said, okay, I chose one room in my house and I looked around that room and I said, what is it that I absolutely do not like in here? And I started slow. I started with things that I just wasn't attached to, that I didn't like, that didn't bring me joy. And I just put it in the box. And the box sometimes would stay in my living room for weeks and months because I just, getting rid of stuff also gave me a panic attack or anxiety. Um, and so I just, for instance, um, with my bookshelf gets cluttered quite a bit. And so I started with just one shelf on my bookshelf. And I thought, well, which books haven't I even touched or read? So then it made me look at that book. Instead of buying another book, I would just read what was on my bookshelf. And once I got done reading that book, if I liked it or really, really enjoyed it, I would keep it. And if I didn't like the book, I was like, that's, I'm never going to read this again. Then I put it in the box. And that's kind of how I did things. I just slowly, started doing that. So then it led, not only is my living room nice and clean now, it doesn't take me as long to clean the room, So in the living room, um, once a month or maybe every couple of weeks, I dust the ceiling fan. Once a week, well, actually, I sweep more than once a week just because I have a dog and he's shedding. And so even if it's twice a week, I sweep, I mop, and it doesn't take me that long because I have nothing on my floor. I also used to think that I needed a bunch of stuff on my couch, like blankets and pillows. And then I realized that just wasn't working. Like, yeah, it makes the home look homey, but it's just, the kids would throw it on the floor. It was getting full of dog hair. I was just like, no, no, no. And then it became more work to wash and things like that. So I don't even put anything on my couch anymore. No blankets, no pillows. So then that led into other things. It led into um, having more time for me. It led into, hey, I don't have to get up and worrying about cleaning this room today. Hey, I don't have to worry about decluttering this room today because there's hardly anything in there, And so that led me also to focus on other things like putting my family first or even myself first, helped me work on my mental health and just health overall. It helped me to meditate more. It helped me to, read more, listen to music, have more time for me. And that's with every single room, and it's not gonna be an overnight process. This took me weeks, months, years. Um, and then I learned why I purchase those things. So it's kind of like a domino effect. It's kind of where when you start um, your minimalism, and you start to realize these things I don't need. These things I don't even enjoy, so why am I purchasing it? I would see the clearance rack and get excited, thinking, oh my God, let me see what they have on clearance because I need, if I found something, I needed 10 or 20 of them just because it was on clearance, and then realized later that I hadn't even used it or I didn't even want it or need it. It was just that high thing that I enjoyed, seeing the clearance sign. Um, and so I stopped shopping. Um, and so that, so not only did it help me with my mental health and help me focus on other areas, it also helped me focus on, other things. So now I make a list. And what I do is I make a list Monday through Friday. And if we run out of something, I put it on my list, but only if we run out of it. So, for instance, if I run out of milk for the kids, then I will put it on my list and put milk. Um, and if I run out of milk, let's say in the middle of the week, I don't go out and purchase it just because I ran out of it. I wait until my shop day, and that's when I purchase it. So if I run out of milk, my nail polish, shampoo, conditioner, body soap, whatever it is, I make a list. Dog food, cat food, you get where I'm going with this. Um, I don't know why I said cat food, but for y'all, if you have cats, cat food, um, chicken food, whatever it is, you make a list and only go on your shopping day. So for me, my shopping day is Saturday morning, early. I don't like, and that's another thing. I'm an early bird when it comes to shopping because I hate crowds. I do not want to be at Walmart or HEB or Target or anywhere if there's a lot of people. And so I'm like one of those persons that will get up at 6:30, be out the door and shopping by 7:30, 8 o'clock, and get my shopping done because I do not want to deal with people, okay? I'm just that type of person. And so make a list of what you actually need. Now, here's another thing. You know, if I have 4 people in my home, right? So, for instance, one person you need 2 towels per person, okay? So that would be 2, 4, 6, 8 towels, right? So any more than 8 towels is clutter. So that's what I mean by minimalizing down. You don't need 20 and 30 towels. You need 2 per person. You don't need 3 can openers. You need 1, right? And now you may not even need a can opener because now they got the easy, with the cans, you just pop the top, right? Um, so you just need 1 or 2 of something. You don't need 10, 20, or 30 of something. So it's really helped me come down a lot and think about where I'm spending my money. And then that's another thing. You spend less money. So I used to want to shop all the time. My aunts would call, a friend would call, somebody would, hey, you want to go here, you want to go there? And I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But then I realized I don't even enjoy doing a lot of that stuff. Me as a person, I love to read. And so reading, I used to buy a ton of books, but then would get overwhelmed with how many books I had and then wouldn't even read them. So now what I do is I use the library. I don't even buy books anymore. And so unless my kids are really into something, if the library doesn't have it, then they wait until their birthdays or Christmas to purchase it. But I just can't, I can't do the whole clutter thing no more. And it just gives me way, way too much. anxiety. And I know I'm kind of going and skipping all over the place. You'll have to excuse me. I get a little bit anxiety when I'm talking, even on here. You'd think I'd be used to it, but I'm not. So, another thing is start small, okay? If you are thinking about this and your home just gives you anxiety and you look around your home and you just think, God, we have way too much. Start small. Just start with a small box. Go around your home. Start with one room, and start with one area, and just go from there. You don't have to think that you need to do this really really quick. It takes a lot of time. And so, you know, you get your freedom back, kind of, because another thing is, I was embarrassed to have people over at my home, and even sometimes my friends and my family would be like, well, God, why do you have so much stuff, and it's like, no. And so, and I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not one for a lot of entertaining. People just get, um, I don't know. I just have high anxiety with that. So, but you get your freedom back. You start to realize, okay, I can go for a walk. I can go outside. I can do something that I love. I can read a book, listen to music, hang out with a friend all day, and not have to worry about cleaning all day. So not only do you get your freedom back, and you stop spending money, it just opens this whole new world for you. You start to realize more about yourself. And sometimes that can scare somebody, when you start to realize, whoa, these are my behaviors. What caused those behaviors? So then you start to realize, what is the cause of those behaviors? And so I guess what I'm saying is, if you're thinking about minimalism, don't be scared of it. Go into it, and go into it slowly. Take a deep breath. Everything's going to be okay. Start with one room. And yeah, that's it. So, and like I said, start making a list. Start making a list of things that you really, really need at the end of the week. If you don't need it, don't buy it. If you can get it for free, get it for free. Go to the library and use them for movies and books and magazines and music. You don't have to go and fill your home up with a whole bunch of clutter. And, just have the stuff in your home that you really, really enjoy and really, really love. If you don't truly love it and it has no meaning or value to you, get rid of it, guys. All right, so with that being said, I think that is it. There's really not much to say. Look into it. There's tons of things on, the website. I am not a doctor. I am not, I'm just a normal human being who has gone through these issues, and I'm just coming on here to share them with you, to tell you that everything's going to be okay, and take one day at a time, and take it slowly, and just take a deep breath. Until next time, guys, take care.